From Dress to Impress.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Okay, good evening, everybody. This is a work session of the Greenbelt City Council. My name is Emmett Jordan. Council, will you introduce yourselves, please?
Kristen Weaver, Mayor Pro Tem.
Jenny Pompey, council member.
Danielle McKinney, council member.
Frankie Fritz, council member.
Amy Niesel, council member.
Silky Pope, council member.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. Hey, tonight we were scheduled to have a work session with County Councilman Tim Adams. Unfortunately, scheduling conflict came up, and he was not able to join us tonight. But we do have an executive session scheduled, which we will move into in a few moments. Before we do, though, I just want to say that Council holds work sessions on Mondays and Wednesdays several times a month to exchange information with community stakeholders and to gather input from staff, advisory boards, and residents. We don't take votes and formal actions during work sessions. So tonight's session open to the public, but we are going into executive session as authorized by state law. So I think what we will do is, I know we've got a couple of updates. Any comments, any information items from council before we go into the special meeting? I think we can do them in the context of a work session. You've got one?
Just some scheduling things I want to mention.
Okay.
And I'll have at least one, Mr. Mayor, your request for the 4th of July preparations.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and do that? And I think we may have a comment from the public. If it's council's will, we can take that.
We wouldn't normally do that at a work session, but yeah. Or on an off-topic topic.
Please go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. You had asked about preparations for the 4th of July earlier today at agenda planning. We continue as planned. There will be some modifications to the plan in response to the high temperatures that we are anticipating, but those changes will be primarily management of staff, so we'll have additional staff on scene for the activities so that we can provide more breaks during the day, the temperature in response to the high heat. Programmatically, we have to make some changes to the layout and the security for the event. The fire department has adamantly requested, as part of the condition of the permit, we have to close the the lake path from the moment of the arrival of the fireworks. They're concerned that the fireworks in the past have been too accessible for the citizens because they're walking along the fireworks. So we are required now to block off the path 100 feet away from the fireworks setup.
So I've noticed in the past, some people will set up their camp or their chairs over by the path that comes down from the recycling center to the lake path. So would they still be allowed to do that, or would the cutoff point preclude people from setting up chairs over there?
The distance, the cutoff is still the same. We're not making a change to the perimeter. It's actually the path, so people will not be able to walk an entire loop around the lake. We will stop access at the path towards the spillway, the bridge, and then on the other side coming into the spillway from Charleston North. And we'll also be blocking off the access for the trail for Bell Point. Bell Point has a little trail right behind it, so we'll be blocking that access as well.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry.
Or will you be blocking access to the back trails? To the back trails?
To the peninsula.
No,
The trails in the lakeside neighborhood.
no, we're only
Okay.
blocking off just the section that's closest to the fireworks. And it's only to keep people away from the fireworks station.
Okay, thanks.
Councilmember McKinney?
This is related, but are there, what are the city's plans for citizens? Like, will we open up the community center for heat relief and things like that? Are there any plans for that this weekend?
All of our facilities are open. So they act as cooling centers when the facilities are open. And we have an emergency plan should we need to open additional facilities such as this building or the police station.
Councilmember Niesel, did you have your hand up? No. Okay. Well, it should be a very, very exciting time. Also, I was wondering about the other activities on the 3rd of July. I believe there's some of the activities that people associate with the 4th of July festivities have actually been shifted to the 3rd. A drum circle and whatnot on Roosevelt Center. Is that the plan?
I wouldn't say shifted. I think it's a different focus. It's more of a local resident focus for the 3rd Friday. There's a different type of experience. So one doesn't have fireworks. There's music and just a more relaxed atmosphere than the Buddy Attic 4th of July celebrations.
It's a 3rd of July chill session. What is it?
It's celebration.
Liberation?
Yes.
Okay, I could use a good chill.
And it has attracted so much attention that the Washington Post included it in their weekend guide. Yes, so it's it's on their homepage for the weekend guide. So the header says, "Looking for July 4 spots away from the National Mall? Try these," and it says a Greenbelt's fireworks show. Can I share this?
You can see them from Silver Spring.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And just finally, before we go to the schedule, I understand the pool had been closed today. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yes.
look at that.
So, there you go. That's their homepage right now.
Whoa.
Although at least it's the Friday thing and not, there seem to be advertising there.
Yes, the celebration.
So.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's-
Not the actual fireworks.
Celebration in 100-plus degree heat. We'll be chilling out there in the 100-plus degree heat.
Hey, what's up with the pool?
We had our water tank needed to be replaced, and we can't operate the facility without hot water. But the installation was complete, so we should be up and running tomorrow.
Very good, very good. Mayor Pro Tem?
Yeah, well, one of the things I wanted to ask about was related to the 4th of July, because I am coordinating the reading of the Declaration of Independence again. That's going to be at 4 o'clock, and I just wondered which, if any of my colleagues would be interested in reading. I think, Mayor, are you interested? For those who weren't there last year, I divide up the Declaration of Independence into sections and then get multiple readers to read through. Okay, so.
4 o'clock?
Yeah, 4 o'clock is when the reading starts. Jenny? Anybody else? Okay, I will be recruiting.
Ms. Anderson's hand is up.
Do you want, I mean, I was going to say you're welcome, Ms. Anderson, if you would like to read a portion of the Declaration of Independence. And then I'll also, as I did last year, Yeah, as I did last year, I'll recruit various members of the community trying for a broad cross-section of ages and folks to read the other, to divide it up. The other two things that I wanted to mention is, that came up in agenda planning was was 4 cities. I think we are now, and maybe that was what you were going to say, Ms. Anderson, but we're scheduled for August 6th because July 9th no longer worked. So just to get that on people's calendars. And then the other thing that came up during that meeting today was we had talked about doing a Greenridge House meet and greet since we didn't do the budget work session there. And the proposal from Mr. Samaron during the meeting today was to maybe tie that to one of their other events rather than trying to create a whole separate thing. And so the one thought was their Crab Fest, and maybe a little earlier before that starts or something like that, do a council meet and greet for that. And so just wanted to get other council members' thoughts on that. I think I'm not sure if we've talked to them yet, but just to see if council's amenable to that idea, then we could tie into one of their other events rather than trying to schedule something. If people are already going to be there, that's a good time for them to talk to us if they want to.
When is the Crab Feast?
It seems like it's in the summer. No, I don't know, maybe they have more than one, or, the Residents Association there, they have various activities throughout the year, so if we can just kind of check to see what they have, what their calendar is like, maybe we can find something to fit in with. Yeah.
Does any objections to trying to do it that way?
No, I would just say, let's make sure that we're all here at one of their events.
We'll do our best.
You're right, Mr. Mayor, that last year was in July 26th. And so it's in the middle of the summer. So if it is this summer, would you want to make that your meet and greet? Because if it's in July, that's during the recession, during the recess. Recess, sorry.
Maybe we can find a different event that they're doing if that
And I don't
timing may not work.
Now, I don't want to speak for those residents, but I'm sure they welcome a second crab feast later in the year.
Well, it sounds like maybe ask what events might be coming up that we could, scheduled that we could tie into and see if we can make that work.
Okay. And finally, I did, I'm calling a brief executive session on July the 8th before the interviews at 7 o'clock. And I just wanted to check to see if anybody has a big problem with that.
I would like to see how the session on Wednesday goes before we determine that timing.
It's just, I brought it up because we would need to advertise, so it is contingent on how the meeting is. Okay.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, so we have a closed session tonight,
Mhm.
and then we have a closed session